More than a year after an elderly Davis couple was brutally murdered in their own bed, a jury must now decide whether a 17-year-old boy is guilty of the crime. KCRA3 Sharakina Shams was sitting in a packed courtroom in Woodland today. Now, Sharo, I know the jury heard a lot of gruesome testimony today.
Indeed, Kelly, attorneys have wrapped up their closing arguments, and this is now in the hands of the jury. Much of their decision will come down to the mental state of 17-year-old Daniel Marsh on the morning that a 76-year-old Davis woman and her 87-year-old husband were killed. Once again, family and friends of 87-year-old Oliver Northrup and his 76-year-old wife, Claudia Maupin, walked into a Woodland courtroom to hear graphic detail about the way the couple was killed. This time, the descriptions came from prosecutor Michael Cabral in his closing arguments.
It was awful. It was just, it was so sad to think that my aunt died that way.
17-year-old Daniel Marsh spent much of the day with his head down, pen to paper in front of him, as his dysfunctional childhood, his mental state, and medical treatment were all laid out to a Yolo County jury. Audio recording wasn't allowed in the courtroom, where Cabral said Marsh knew what he was doing when he killed the couple. He called the murders, quote, premeditated, saying, quote, he was interested in self-gratification. He wanted to murder somebody, and he did. In a videotaped confession, Marsh has told investigators that he stood over the couple in their bedroom until they woke up, and then he said he began stabbing them. That was in April of 2013.
I don't think that he should be able to be out in the community ever. I wouldn't want this to happen to anyone else.
Marsh's defense attorney, Ron Johnson, argued that Marsh was acting on the side effects of antidepressant drugs that put him in a, quote, dissociative state and created, quote, morbid thoughts that Marsh couldn't control. Now, prosecutors have said that Daniel Marsh tried to get into as many as 50 different doors in that Davis neighborhood before he finally found a home he could break into. He has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. I talked to his lawyer a little while ago, and he told me that even if that winds up being the jury's verdict, it could still put Daniel Marsh away for the rest of his life, just in a psychiatric hospital instead of a prison. Live here in Woodland, I'm Sharakina Shams, KCRA 3 News.
Can't imagine what that family is going through. All right, Cheryl, thanks for the update.